welcome to another segment of Prison Chronicles, a therapeutic platform where males that have gone to prison, females that have gone to prison, mates that have lost their spouse, kids that have lost their parents to prison, parents that have lost their kids to prison, even ex-officers can come on the show and speak about their experience from their vantage point. And today we're going to do a special segment where we got women that have dated men that was locked up. Not saying, I don't know, we're going to figure it out together, but not saying they met them while they was locked up, but if they have, we're going to get down to it. But we're going to start off by letting these women introduce themselves.
I'm Carlea Randall, and I am Mr. Cook's first cousin.
Hi, I'm Lynn.
Hi, I'm Shamika Green.
Lynn Moore.
All right.
Carlea Randall.
Porter.
Porter.
Let's get that right. No, I ain't gonna do a husband like that. But check this out. This is how we're gonna get down to it. We're gonna start off popping off just like this. If you can remember, how much time did you ride with the individual? If it's just one. If it's more than one, state that too, if you can recollect.
No, I was, it was 7 years. I was 26.
Yeah.
How I met him was mutually through family, mom, his sisters.
So you knew him before he went down?
No, he was locked up at the time, and they introduced me to him.
That nigga had it made.
Anyway.
Good little pen pal.
Yes. I was about 20, I might have been about 24 when I got introduced to him through his family, and he was locked up. He had been locked up since he was 15, I think.
Yeah.
And so when I met him, he was like close to 19, I guess. But that's how.
All right.
As far as me, I spent most of my 20s and 30s running up and down the highway to prison to visit my ex-husband. Anyway, I spent 7 years, 4.5 years, about 2 years one time, then a violation. I done been in there most of my 20s and 30s, was give and take, in and out. He was going in and out, and he in there now. But we're divorced. Somebody else can ride that ride.
Man, he needs you.
No,
that girl don't
not
know how to
me.
ride like you. She don't know how to ride
She
like you.
don't. You right.
Say, man, hit her up, man.
No.
She got the same number and address. Hit her up so you can hit her up so she can ride with you.
I done moved on a long time ago.
Hey.
So I met someone at, I was 21 years old, but he did time 2006 through 2009. He actually did state time first, and then he went to federal prison, and it was a lot.
You met him while he was in there? While he was in there?
No, I met him while he was out. So we got together, actually my 21st birthday. He promised to take me to the casino. We never made it to the casino.
Why you ain't make it?
Because he was too busy doing something else. That's the reason why he got locked up. No. But later on, 2006, he started at the state. Then from 2006 to 2009.
Say, player, you owe her a trip to the casino.
You sure do.
I'm just saying. But check this out. All right, we're going to kick it off like this. Could you remember your first time? All right, how long was you writing him before you actually had a chance to visit him?
I started writing him when it was long, because I was married to him for 7 years, but this is over a span of 10 to 12 years.
You met him while he was in there?
I was up and down.
You married him while he was in there?
No, he came home and we married. But we dated while he was, and all this time I'm back and forth. I'm commissary. I'm writing letters. I'm selling my plasma to go. I did everything besides work my regular job to support him as much as I could. You know.
He need a killer.
Well, he's actually deceased.
Oh,
forgive
me.
No.
Say we're finna send you to the pen. We're finna send you to the pen.
No, but he's actually deceased. God rest his soul. But the one thing I could say, I had a support system as far as I had. I cannot remember the name of the organization, but this organization was ran by an ex-con, and we would have meetings. We would sing and go to we had a ministry.
Yeah, prison
so
ministry.
yes, And we would sing and go down as a choir. And
you were kind of
so
sneaky.
I was deep in it. We had a cause. There was a cause for what we did.
Yeah.
And we were always trying to reach souls that did not, these gentlemen didn't know anything, unless another church came. But we would come down as an organization and minister to them. And so, and this went on for some years. I made some really good friends. I made some really good, bonds, and I can appreciate that part of it. The part that nobody really talks about is whether you get a good seed or a bad seed. Mm-hmm. And I had both worlds, just going through what I went through with him. I had 3 daughters. I wasn't concerned about, that part of it, because God revealed to me and showed me, okay, he's a little bit more than this.
Yeah.
He's a little bit more than what, maybe he's in here for or whatever. God spoke to me and told me that. So I knew early on that he was not the product of what he supposedly had done, allegedly.
Yeah.
So, but God really, I had to really, 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 really think about it, pray about it. But he never caused any harm to my children. He never.
And that's coming home.
Yes.
How was it? Do you remember your first time going to visit them?
Yes, I remember first time.
How was it to you?
It was awkward because we had been writing for so long,
I mean, y'all finally get the kiss?
Yeah, but that wasn't, that wasn't.
I mean,
what
there was he was looking forward to.
Yeah, he might have been, but I still had children to raise. So the part that, that I still had a life even outside of that, that I had to, my whole world would stop on a Saturday. Yeah. That early in the morning that I knew I had to get on the road, and that would be it. I'm just saying that's what it is.
So you think your world stopped? Your world might have stopped, but you made his.
No. But that it stopped because I was going. Everything stopped when it came to that. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you have to really be in the frame of mind to deal with something like that.
Do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you remember your first time going to visit your guy?
Ooh, I was already with him before he left.
I'm talking about going to visit him though. That ain't the same as being with him.
Well, as soon as the doors opened, I was there, and I was there every weekend. I didn't miss a beat. I'm talking about that was part of my life. My weekend ritual was to go to prison to make a visit.
Yes.
I mean, you look forward all week to going to the penitentiary on the weekend, and I did it for years.
Yes.
State and fed to see him.
Oh,
Did you take some money down so the man can eat some burgers and stuff?
Oh yeah, kept a bankroll. And he had it on his books too. He ain't want for nothing.
Oh, man, hit her up, man. You need
No, don't hit me up. It's a wrap on that. I don't want no pump.
Yeah, the Ziploc.
Girl, the clear Ziploc
Man, some of
bags
that
with all
bankroll,
the
man.
quarters,
Hit
your
her up.
dollars, and all of that
But
in there. Yeah, the Ziploc stayed on swole.
But it's different.
Say, man, where you at, man? Hit her up.
He better not. I divorced
Get you
him
some
in
of that swole Ziploc.
2011. Best day of my life.
What you what?
I divorced him in 2011.
He was still locked up?
He was free. Why
Yeah.
divorce somebody and they locked up? They need to be out. He didn't do what he was supposed to do when he was free.
Yeah.
So therefore, I couldn't go on. We got a child together because on my honeymoon I conceived and got pregnant. But I married him because at that time I thought that he was a changed man because they got a whole lot to tell you when they locked up.
Yeah.
And being different from y'all too, I've been locked up too.
Yeah.
But I ain't had time to sell nobody a story, a dream, nothing like that. You got to keep it real with people. He lied, he cheated, he did all those things, and I rode and forgave him till I got tired. Mm-hmm. And when I got tired, I divorced him and let that other woman. Now he back in there, and now somebody else can go visit and take the slack up. I'm happy.
We gonna
But
give you her information,
No,
man.
you don't. Stop that, De Niro. Please.
All right, do you remember your first time going to visit your guy?
So let's go a little bit more in depth into visitation.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand, visitation is very difficult. So you go from state visitation to federal visitation, right?
Yeah.
So state visitation in Fayetteville, you actually have a phone or a video camera. So it's no touching, it's no hugging, it's none of that. You have to be a strong individual to go there and pick up a phone or look through a camera and tell the person that you love and that you're riding for, hey, blah, blah, blah. And once the phone is off, the visitation is cut
Mine was
off.
different.
You have to be strong enough to know that when you get there, it may be a baby mama standing there
wow.
without the
never
kid.
went
back.
I
Or it
would've
may be
never went
someone
back.
who thinks that she's going to get that visitation. She
No,
didn't get it.
ma'am. That's when you should have
But
never went back.
What I'm saying is, but you gotta go back because at this time I'm young, and that's mine. So you're not gonna get a
Like that.
visitation.
Ride or die.
I'm putting the money on there.
Ride or die.
Let me tell you, if I can drive from Little Rock, Arkansas to
Yes.
Fayetteville,
Oh, that's a long ways.
if I can leave, remember what was the club?
Couple of hours.
What is it? CNC and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
If you can go to the club on a Friday,
And then get up
Saturday
and go.
morning, leave the club at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning,
hit the
and drive
highway.
to Forest City by yourself and stand in a line 1st, even if it's raining. They're gonna check your outfits, ladies.
Oh, yeah.
So just know, have 2 extra pairs
Yes,
of
you
clothes.
better.
Cause the state and federal is different.
all right.
You better be ready to get looked up and down. If your pants are a tad too tight in
You ain't no
federal,
camouflage either.
if you have on camouflage,
no
if you have
khaki
anything
either.
with writing on it, you will not get in.
Oh, no khaki.
No hole.
I made money. Let me tell you, ladies. I'm gonna tell you how I made money for him to eat.
Let us hear this.
I would go to Walmart. I would get stuff that I knew ladies would like to wear
Go on,
that
girl.
could go in, and I would use that money in the line, and I would use that so he can eat.
That's what's up.
Because he was a big guy, he liked to eat, and they want those chicken wings in their microwave.
sure do.
In
The
federal, they
burgers, too.
cannot get up. You have to warm their food up, and you are sitting in a hard chair, not like De Niro's chairs, but you're sitting in a chair where your
Yeah,
butt
Jerry.
is flat to as a board. And if you kiss him, if you touch him, I got in trouble all the time. We stayed in the front all the time because you want to do
So
whatever
you
and wear.
look rebellious.
Yeah, let me tell you something
Where
about
you
me.
at now, man?
Let me tell you something about me, because it's all over and said and done. But when I say I was a writer,
Oh, me too.
let me tell you, I know everything. Their stamp system. I know about riding the car with them. I know about everything. You get in good with those guards and make them your best friend. I didn't have to spend $1 because I took the cigarettes, the phones. I'm one of those
I
type
gotta
of
tell you
chicks.
Oh, man,
something.
where you at, man? Hit her up.
I'm one of those
Y'all
type
need,
of
hey,
chicks.
y'all need a
I
rider.
took-
Hit up.
I took care of him.
Can you look in that camera and tell them your name?
I'm not
Just,
doing it
just say
again.
your name. Just say your name.
My
one
name
more
is Shamika, and if you are in prison, if
Hit
you're
up.
going to prison,
Hit
do
up.
not call me.
It is not a life. That life that you
That
want.
is not a lifestyle. Yes, I risk my life so much.
time.
Yeah, we,
I'm
we
telling
take
you,
chances.
when I say Bugle cigarettes, I smell like that. Look, De Niro, I'm talking about 60 packages.
Oh,
Man, hit her up, y'all.
I carry that.
Hey, but check this out, y'all. I want to do this before we get deep into this. I want to greet and welcome the first-time viewers. And if it is your first time ever watching the show, make sure you comment first time, and we'll greet you personally. And make sure you go onto YouTube under the Narrow Cook or Prison Chronicles, and make sure you press that subscribe button, and make sure you share it because there's no us without you. And I'm gonna greet the people that's on the screen. Hey, Donna Smallwood. She said, "Hey, Lynn Moore."
Hey, girl. I see
What's
you.
up, Marcus? Life's too short, man. Appreciate
What's
you.
up, what's up,
Humbly
baby?
enlightened. Man, bro, I just thank God for the opportunity. And I wouldn't be able to do nothing without my wonderful team. JD Slim on the video,
Yes.
and Valencia Cross
That's good, yeah.
with behind the screens. And
Yes. Big ups.
Sherwood Jackson, you women are soldiers. He said he salute y'all.
Please do. But let me tell you something. Can I say something?
Sure, you can. You can say anything you want, buddy.
My experience in there, okay, with my ex, don't you know them women be liking the men in there? They a fool with them, okay? They.
what you mean by that? You talking about the women that work there?
Yes, he slept
Man,
with.
how you think he gonna get
cheated
the
with
Chinese
one-
rice and stuff?
I was putting enough on there. They ain't got
You
nothing
wasn't
on
getting them
there.
no Chinese rice.
I couldn't give him something else. That's what that came from.
And that's the stuff.
in there. But
Chinese
anyway,
Man, Chinese
One
rice
lady, let me
like
tell
that
you.
straight.
when I went to even the federal, you know, they
strawberries and
check your
stuff?
clothes and all that. And I'm a healthy girl. I come in there with my stuff. It's gonna kind of fit some because I'm a thick girl. Well,
You think?
I'm thick.
Thick
with
thick.
it. So anyway,
Cash App, $.
so anyway, He was this lady. She would give me a hard time every time coming.
Every time.
Come to find out, I was having to change, even messing with the kids. You know.
Wow.
So come to find out, he was messing with the woman. Okay, the woman gave me a very hard time to where I had to check her.
Wow.
Yes, and I didn't care about no
They
visit
didn't
after
like the
that.
women.
You checked
Yeah.
it?
I
If
checked
I was the
her.
guard, I would have sent you to the hole. He wasn't even locked
No,
up.
she called the lieutenant and I told him. I mean, I'm having such a big problem with this woman every time I come. And then she was like, I miss whatever her name is. And I'm like, I miss more. And what's up? You know, you don't intimidate me. You know, yes, I did. I popped that neck on her. But yeah, they
Hold on,
will
hold on.
mess with them.
Question.
They will cheat in there. They will do all of that. And I'm not saying every man is like that. I'm talking about my experience. It wasn't a very good one. And then even I went myself and the man flipped the script.
Wow.
Somebody speaking Israel or Islam say, tell me about it. And some of them are even married while having multiple women visit them.
Yes.
Y'all ever endured
Yes.
No, because if I'd have went and another one was there, honey, the fight would have been on. I'd have been in there with them.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. That's how I
Let me
get
tell
down.
you something. My ex was he went to the federal prison. He stayed in there for 3 years. I missed 4 visits in 3 years. And let me tell you something. I would see so many guys coming out each visit
with a
with a
different
different
one.
But hold
woman.
up, I want them dudes there, but that don't mean every girl your girl. I had 3 or
No.
4 women at a time
Player.
out there. I wasn't no player. I was a
Listen,
true friend.
listen,
and I had classmates that come see me. I had cousins
Listen
come
to
see
me.
me.
Let me
from
tell
the
you
outside
something.
looking in, you
Like-
want to think he'll play this family,
No.
these true friends, all that.
Like I told him, if I am busting my tail driving to see you, if there's another woman on that list, she can write you a letter.
All right, what
but
if-
if
what
she
if he-
stands in that line, she better come all the time.
What if he wanted to have sex with you and it had a way to do it on visitation, and you won't do it, or one of them? Would you
No,
be
but
down?
I made sure I.
Hold on, talk. I need to get something.
So I made sure I did that. This has been a long
You
time
did that,
ago.
so you the hunt-
So what
behind the
happened
wall.
was he went to camp.
All right,
So
that's it.
I would actually pay one of the guards. He would get in the van. They would drop him off at a hotel. He would spend the day with me, and they would come back and get him and take him back.
He
So
was
you done
plugged.
had what they call.
So I spent a lot of money.
So you done had what
You
they
did.
call penitentiary dick before. You done had penitentiary dick.
He was
It was
free at the
mine.
time.
I'm just saying he's still locked up though. So you know
Yeah, if
his
that's what you wanna call
stamina
it.
endurance is kind of
And I kept paying that 100 and paying that
Because it was
100
good,
because,
wasn't it, girl?
and not only that,
Well,
but
100.
Well,
I
the one-
did what I needed to do,
do.
for
Yeah.
him, you know.
Did
Yeah.
you do that?
No.
And he got his Burger
didn't
King
have
and
to.
all.
I did not have
He got
to.
Burger King.
The
getting
one
free
thing
will
about it,
food.
I did not have to
I never did.
deal with federal prison. I didn't have to deal with another woman coming down because it was either myself or his family or his mom, his sister or brother or somebody. It was always somebody within his family. So I did not have to deal with that. So,
My
you know.
his family didn't even come see him. It was just me and
well,
my
it
kids.
stopped after a while,
Well,
after I married
check
him.
this
and
out.
he
I want
was
y'all to
there.
answer this one. Other than love, what do you think that it is that made or make you hold that person down while in prison? Other than love,
Loyalty. I'm just a loyal woman, you know? Loyalty.
Well, for me, it was like once we first met, I went to school. He inspired me to do a lot, regardless of his lifestyle. He made sure my tuition was paid. He made sure I had everything that I need, all the essentials. And to be honest, he kept me out of his personal life. I was a square.
Yeah.
I did not know what was going on. He kept me away from his lifestyle. So I felt like it was my duty to be what I needed to be for him because he was what he needed to be for me, regardless of how he was. And I wasn't going to judge him just because he made a mistake. So I stepped up and said, you know what? Like you said,
You were
other than love,
supposed
this my duty.
You owe them that to do that because that man did something for you, but I ain't never got nothing from nobody.
Yeah.
So I didn't owe him nothing but a kick. But I still went out of
so you
love
want
and
to sit back and
loyalty.
do. Sit
I'm
back.
saying she did good because the man took care of her.
I mean,
Ain't
and,
Well,
nobody
he took
took
care of
care of
me.
me.
so reciprocity
I
to
would've
you. You
ran
had to
down there
He
reciprocate.
took care of me while he was out, but when he, and then you know what? I look at stuff and I say this. I got mad so many years later, like when he came home, and I'm like, dang, you didn't even leave me nothing. You didn't leave me your stuff. You didn't leave. But I'm young, and I see now how men leave all of this stuff to these women, and they move men in their homes and all that.
I'm gonna tell you something you didn't know about. We'll be right back after a short commercial break. We're back, and thank y'all for bearing with us. And remember, go on De Niro Cook under YouTube or Prison Chronicles TV. Make sure you press that subscribe, and make sure you press that share button, because there's no us without you. And if you remember you're a first-time viewer, make sure you comment first time. We'll personally salute you and greet you. But we're back, and I want to ask this question here. Can you
Let me answer it, number one too, because they answered.
All right.
What made me hold down was the fact that to keep a family together. I met his family first before I actually met him.
Yeah.
And so that was the thriving thing behind it, just to keep the family together. And I loved him, you know, so it was just all in one thing. So I just wanted to answer that. What?
All right, now check this question out, y'all. Do you think, well, we ought to get to this, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that you were the only person that was holding him down? But other than that, we're going to go to this. What did you expect from him upon his release?
Loyalty, trust, you know, to be the man that you said when you had all that to say when you was in there. You should have been that same man when you got out. Your word is your bond, you know. Your word is all you got. And you can't keep your word, you ain't about nothing, you know. And
that's right.
They don't keep their word, a lot of them,
That's
you
right.
know.
You can't keep your word.
You cannot keep your word.
You ain't nothing, because your word is all you got. It doesn't cost a dime to keep it real.
Right, to tell the truth.
And they don't keep it real. Not saying everybody, don't get mad at me. I'm saying from my experience.
Right.
I got a whole lot of lies, cheating, and everything, and them women didn't even have a dime for them. I was paid. I mean, if I'm looking out for you and you care something about me, if you don't care nothing about me, just say I need a little help.
Right.
I could have took that.
Right.
But to get out and do me like that, I'm good though. It's a lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Yep.
Well, I didn't hold up my end of the bargain.
Hold up, what you do?
So he was my first love.
Okay.
And I almost made it, y'all. I promise, I almost made it. I made it to 2 years and maybe 6 months.
Almost to the end.
I made it almost to the end. But let me tell you something, ladies. When you have guys that are locked up, don't think his friends aren't watching.
Oh.
They're taking videos of you. They know your every move, and they do tell.
Wow.
So you think they watching you for him?
I'm gonna tell you why. They were watching
Man, the
me
niggas
for.
ain't even in tune-
Watch
ain't
this.
in
You ready?
tune with us in that.
The same ones that did not give me a quarter to put on his books, did not call me to say, "Are you okay? Do you need something? Can you get there?" Those are the same ones who ruined my whole relationship by telling my ex something that I did, or sending him videos with the phone that I provided him in
He was
prison.
worried about the wrong thing, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Apparently.
So they messed up my relationship with him, and that's why we're not together
Beautiful.
now, because these guys talk. And what happened was I didn't hold my, because I did cheat. Yes, I did. But when I
3
went to
years.
Do you
visitation,
think it's cheating if he locked up?
watch this. Say that again.
Do you think it's cheating?
But
I'm
watch-
asking that.
watch
I ain't saying,
this.
do you think it's cheating?
He thinks it's cheating, but you cheated on me the whole time you were out.
And locked up.
And the whole time you were out and while you were locked up, you were doing it. And then when I sit down and he asked me the question in visitation, I'll never forget. De Niro, he said, did you cheat? I said, yes, I gave him some pussy, but he never got my heart.
You gave some what?
Pussy.
Oh, damn,
But I didn't give him my heart.
Ain't your dad a preacher?
I
No,
did give him my heart. I said I gave him some. I will never forget that moment when I said that. And I thought that was the right thing to say. Until this
Not
day,
in there.
we are the best of friends. I wish him luck. We are respectful to each other. But I didn't hold up my end of the bargain. And I was blamed for that. And we're not together because of that.
I never cheated on my ex.
Well, I did.
And I probably should have. I wouldn't have felt like I did. I ain't gonna lie to you because shit, he cheated in there and out.
Yeah.
I should just live my life, but it went on home for a lot of years. And I do regret some of that. But at the end of the day, this is when I got when I went, I was never worried about a guy jumped ship on me. But let me tell you something, I was never worried about that. That was not my focus. Are you gonna be down for me? Are you gonna come see me? Will you write me?
Right.
Just stay down. That's all you can ask for. You can't ask about what they doing. You can't
Outside.
worry about
Yeah, you
that.
can't worry
Because that
about
should
that.
not been his focus.
Yeah, and you know what?
You
We
know?
were engaged. We were engaged. But like I said,
So you
why
know he
get
wants you to give
married?
it up.
Why
He's
get
engaged.
engaged in prison when you couldn't marry me while you were out?
Oh.
So I didn't marry you. And now you're locked up. But my thing is, like you said, all my friends, I started a group of girls, because I was spending so much money. I'm like, hey, I'll call y'all and say, y'all want to ride down to Forest City? Everybody get their $10. We got, because you have to form a bond with other women. That's one. So you won't just be
I
broke.
roll
I
with
spent
it.
a lot of
Yeah,
money.
we used to take
So
time.
let me
Yeah.
tell you, he ended it. He came home, got a house, got a car, got everything. All my friends who were married, their husbands still stayed with them because they was like, why would I leave the person? I
That
drove
helped
in
me.
thunderstorms,
That helped
tornado. I seen a whole
They can't take
tornado,
that.
honey.
They can't take it though.
I drove.
You're a little meteorologist, huh?
Baby, I don't know what I am, but I'm telling you, I took cover on the. I'm
You
for real.
came too far. You rode all that time. Ain't no way in
All that
hell
from
I would have
6,
jumped
7,
ship
8,
at the
9.
end. And I love that man.
Say, man.
Because at the end, you should have kept going.
Any dudes watching, you on your way to prison, Shamika.
No, Shamika,
No, I'm just
okay.
kidding, man. I ain't gonna do you like that. I'm just kidding, but
Now,
I
if
check it
you're
out.
on your way to prison, I wish you luck. Make sure your girl gets a lot of quarters because she's gonna need them.
Let's go to the other comment.
And dollars.
Comments
That's some
on
good
her, because
advice.
somebody said something. Yeah. Can you go? Karen Caldwell, we want to personally greet you and thank you
sis.
for
Karen.
watching. And hopefully this
That's
ain't
my
your last. And make sure
sister-in-law.
you press that share button because there's no us without you. And make sure you get the word out because we think we're doing something good and we can't. You know what I'm saying? We need. But can you go up to Yolanda?
I know
seen
that's right,
Yolanda
Tamika.
said something.
What
She
she
talking
say?
about his so-called
Hey,
friend.
Yolanda Smith said.
She shouldn't have been listening
Yolanda
to
Smith
them.
said, there's a lot of prison hoes in the lockup. My mom retired from the prison. She tells me so many stories about women inside the prison being loose.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the guards working there
And they
12
giving
hours
it
a
up.
day. I mean, but it ain't that they getting a job
They
to go
out
get a
here with
dude.
free
something.
dudes.
But at the same time,
Right.
the dude telling
Exactly.
you, I mean, man, but you seeing the most sculptured dudes, you know what I'm
But they
saying?
know he got a woman. Who are you to him?
You
Just
don't
a
know
piece of
that?
prison
She
stuff.
just watching him
Are
take
you
a shower and
speaking,
shit.
are
Huh?
you speaking from experience?
Yes.
I know I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
You a mess.
I'm just saying, I mean, I live my life. At the same time, you got a woman in there working 12 hours a day. You able to be with her 10, 11 hours a day. Something bound to happen. She bring him dinner hunters and shots
she
and
should
stuff.
have some discipline,
Right.
As a woman.
Man, come on, man.
You
So-
around here loose like that, she loose in the street.
All right,
just like
well-
she gave you something, she giving somebody
well,
something
check
out
this
there.
out. Check this
She's
out.
just a hoe.
But I'm gonna tell you about like how you say dude tripped on you.
Right.
When I was in there, after I learned how to just do my time, I ain't worried about what you did out here. Just come see me. Just give me my time when it's my time. When you come here, that's me. You my devotion. When I take your pictures, when your husband took them pictures, did he grip your boot on visitation? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Let me tell you,
Because
person-
my
so he
children
could-
were with me.
He knew how to touch your butt without some
Nah.
kids looking.
Mine
No.
did.
Let me
You
tell
said,
you,
hey,
I mean,
take
that-
it up, nigga.
De Niro,
No, without the kids.
let me tell you something.
You play too much.
I knew the prison system, front to back. The guards would bet money if my guy was gonna get mail or not. I wrote him a letter look at my face,
Every day.
Wow.
every day
You was better than
for
Wow.
3 years. When he got out, he had a journal that he wrote to me every day for 3 years. Do you hear me?
Huh?
He wrote a journal. every day to me. Like I wrote every day. Every day. I mailed him a letter, or I would buy cards, different cards, and just send him cards. Seriously.
I did that.
I didn't do all that.
I did that.
I'm not big on doing a lot of writing. You can call me as much as you want. Time permits. I'm gonna keep the money going, and I'll come see you. But I ain't finna do all that writing like that. I see pictures, you know. I just couldn't do. I don't like to write.
Shay said what?
Sharora said, you know about those
Let me be the God.
What you gonna do?
Sharora said, you know about the hoes in there.
Just saying, man, you know, whole got eat too.
But I look at it like this. I'm not trying to be funny, and nobody, don't judge me for what I'm gonna say. Some of those guards, some of those guys, they may be single, and some of those guards may be single. I can't judge what they're doing. I wouldn't do that.
Well, some of them got low
But
self-esteem.
I'm just saying, I mean,
there.
regardless of
They
her
be
self-esteem,
ugly
she
and
a
everything
woman.
else. And that's
You know
the
what
only
I'm
way
saying?
they can get
It's
a
no
man
different
that's in
from a
there.
woman messing with somebody else's husband. What do we call them?
Yeah, but still,
You know what I'm saying?
going
On the streets.
Them
Hey,
women be out of
Take it
there.
up to
I'm
Shayla,
telling you.
Shayla, her daughter. I want to know, Shayla, cuz,
Shay.
what do you mean by let you be the God? What the answer? What's the answer to that? What do you mean let you
She
be the
said all that
God?
meat floating around. She
All the meat floating around. Man, freaking you freaking mother.
Because you know what? Those men are preserved. Let me tell you something. When they do their lineup, you know, when you're sitting down and they call, what do they call when they get off
There's
the
some nice
lineup on the
ass
wall?
in there,
Countdown?
but-
When they do that count, baby, my eyes be like, God, this is why all the
Hold
men.
up, so y'all want to just
You was
contradict
going to
yourself
visit
then?
the other
I'm
men.
going to visit
Y'all,
my men.
y'all
Not
just
me.
try to
Baby, they say count. I'm like, God. Baby, T,
But
I
y'all-
was even there when
I
I
didn't
was
do
going
it.
to visit.
But y'all just tried to
I
knock
ain't
the
do
women
it.
that working up. Man,
No,
them women
I
on
didn't do
Famous
it.
Temptation, they have never been. Then think about it. I done seen the most fattest, precious looking woman in the world get all the love and attention that she have never got even from her daddy.
Yeah, because they be so ugly in there and stuff.
I'm saying even the
Tired with them-
ugly girl that can work there.
They can get a man in there. When they can't get one on the
But
street,
don't
they can
lie.
get one
Both
in
of
there.
y'all, look at me when I asked you this question. When they said count and they lined up on that wall,
I just be
how
nice.
many did you see?
Boy.
I said, you
Girl,
know
I
you
done must
Light dark. Look, light dark.
Oh, baby.
Y'all
And they be
be-
looking so young and just cute.
my goodness.
That's why them niggas were recording your ass, sending that shit to do. You knew you was gonna cheat. You cheating mother. Yes, she was in your man. Cause she was
Well,
out
I'm
there.
gonna tell you something about me.
She was young.
I'm gonna tell you something.
She was very young.
Okay, I'm 41. I just told my business. But I met this man at 21.
You was young.
21.
Shayla talking
I
about
didn't know
strip searching
nothing
people.
about that.
She can't wait.
Shayla,
Look at
strip
Tommy. Let me
search.
just look
apply,
at you.
girl,
Awesome.
at the
Let's just
mouth.
look at
She
you
don't
going
need to
off.
apply.
But I'm saying, what do you do?
She working.
And
What
don't
do
wear
you
no
do?
drawers. She talking about don't wear no. She working now.
No, she don't work.
She talking about don't wear no drawers. Freaking
Don't
mother.
judge me. I can look.
She playing, y'all.
She ain't
And then you
playing.
was young. He
Yes,
can't
she
hold that
is.
against you. He knew.
She ain't
I
playing.
mean, he was worried about the wrong
playing.
thing. I just feel like when a man go to prison or a
Hold on,
woman,
take that.
you
Hold on,
can't
take
worry
that
about
back. Take that back to
He
Sharon
gonna
Grado.
say, and De Niro,
Hold
he
on,
gonna
take
say,
that. Here go a guard right here. She said, not only guards, but inmates too. Y'all don't want that meat. Trust me. Most of them was gay. I think that's what she said.
oh
gay.
my gosh.
Yep.
What's her name?
And she,
gay.
What's her
Sharon Grado,
name?
and she worked in. You trying to break?
Okay,
No, it
what's her
failed.
name?
Yeah.
Miss Grado, Sharon Grado.
Miss Grayla, watch this.
See, put
I'm
it in.
telling you,
She talking about she ain't playing.
me and my ex were really good friends. He would point out so many guys, like his
Okay.
wife just was sitting with him, and he said when he go back there, he
Okay.
fighting over a dude.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of punks.
Be
in
fighting
there.
over
They right
dudes.
out here right now with girls and women like they straight, but they are not. Okay, it's so many. But I feel like this: if you knew they was gay in there, just like if I see a gay woman in there, you will be exposed. You know,
yeah.
y'all start exposing them because what you do, you should never be ashamed of what you done. Okay, so if you was gay in there, you
Girl,
gay.
ain't no man
out
finna
there.
get out in
Right.
these
You was
streets
gay
talking about
before
he
you
was a
went.
man.
Exactly.
They was gay before they went.
Exactly.
Okay, they already had it on their mind.
Exactly.
It's what's in you is in you. So I just don't. I don't agree with them getting out messing with these
At
women.
the same
and
time-
women.
But they don't think it's gay because
Hold up.
they're locked up with men, and it's
Oh,
just
no, gay is
Hold up,
gay.
that shit gay is gay, and they go for women
I know.
too.
I'm just
Yes,
saying what
I
they'll
know.
say.
Women too.
They'll be like, "I was the receiver, not the giver,"
Exposed.
so they don't make me gay.
I say, hey,
I mean, we ain't finna
that's
get
not
hold
right.
on, we ain't finna get
I received
In
it.
there, if you was in there and you seen a guy that was gay in there and he out here like he not, I mean my brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, would expose them. You
So
know
you
what I'm
ask me
saying?
would I say something?
Would
Hell
you?
no, you gonna have to kill this nigga out here.
I don't
No.
care. The women ain't like. If I
That's
seen
why
a
he
chick
was
and she
not
was
gay.
gay, now I'd be
He
like,
was
girl, you
receiving
What the
know
hell I
this
look
in
like
there.
popping up? Say, hey man, you know your nigga was in there getting fucked. He get more dick than a condom. What I look like?
They should not come out here doing that. Stick to your guns. If that's what you are, you are who
Man,
you
you gonna
are.
have to kill that nigga.
Girl, you
gonna have to
shouldn't.
kill that
They
nigga.
not
Boy,
gonna
I
tell.
AIDS is real. Everybody got quiet, but it's the truth. AIDS is real.
It is real.
And this don't make no
Mercy.
sense. If you gay, just own up to your stuff.
I mean, you know,
don't be out
me
here
and the
ruining
guys just
women's
didn't know
lives.
that.
Honestly, Lynn, it ain't what's on you, it's what's in you.
What I said. That's true though.
Shayla is a
Look at Shayla.
She crazy.
Man, you like boy,
Shayla
pussy.
is a
Boy,
man.
that girl, that crazy,
And
man.
that don't make no
That
sense.
girl, that crazy, man.
They ruining lives.
There's a lot
They
of
ruining
stuff.
lives.
Shit,
They
man, she
ruining
is
lives.
crazy, man.
I know at least 3 dudes that call themselves
Yeah.
so super straight, and they are gay, and they out here with women right now.
But it's
and
a
I
lot
said
of
it,
them.
and I
It's
don't
a lot
care.
of them.
Bring
Yeah.
it.
It's a lot of
You
them.
should not do it if you're ashamed of it.
Well, the thing I wanted to say was, you really have to be. I was 24 when I got introduced to him. I should have been in college and completing college somewhere, doing other stuff, doing other things. I was still on a career path, but if you're not, if you have a distraction like that, which is a distraction, because we were not married and we weren't, you know, all of this, it's just there's something to really think about, especially for the younger women, the younger girls. You know, that you really got to think about what you're gonna do, what you're doing, because you're not messing up just your life. You got their life
You're right.
and everybody else. So
And they
you
sit
know,
in there and they read them books. They get so knowledgeable on how to finesse a woman. And when y'all young like that, heck, I was strong in the mind and I was finessed, you know. So they'll finesse
So
you.
you
They'll
saying
tell
they
you
done
what you
studied
want.
this stuff?
They don't study. They read books on it.
Let me
Did
tell you
hear
something.
And get it from every
And when you're young,
And it's true.
like I was, I'm telling you,
A young
you
girl
are.
don't stand
Let me
a
tell you
chance.
something. He left, baby. I called every city that I
I'll get him
thought
through the door
that
as soon as they
he
start working.
had a fine in. I paid all those fines. Miami Day before he left, baby. I
girl.
paid child support. I made sure
You done paid
everything
him back for everything he done for you.
Everything that he
You don't owe him
had,
nothing.
I made sure everything was in line for him.
Girl, you done paid
Well, check
him
it out. What
back.
all y'all done did, then the
She
next
done
question
paid him
follows to
back.
line.
You
Then
don't- you
do y'all
owe him
regret
nothing.
riding the bid out with him?
I do, because I wasted a lot of years and times. I could have been with somebody else.
You know what? Let me say
Only
this.
thing I don't
Sit
regret
back,
is
nigga.
my child.
Let me say
okay?
this.
Oh yeah, you did have a child on there.
Yes, I married
I-
him and had a child.
We never had
Well, ain't no need to
kids,
regret that.
but I'm gonna tell you something.
He
That
donated,
was the best
he
thing
donated
ever.
his 23 chromosomes to form the embryo.
And then take care of her. He back in there. I took care of her by myself.
I mean, well, if you do a
he had to
study,
take, when he was out here, he was taking care of other women's kids.
yeah.
And how can you think he'll love yours if
so
he
you
don't
saying,
love his
hold
own?
up.
I'm
He took
scorned,
somebody else's
yeah.
kids and didn't take care of his.
Yes, he did. I
done
got
heard
other
that shit.
women and their
Boy,
kids
that's some
and
shit
didn't
to
help
know.
with his own. And probably still in there, getting some money in there and sending it out here to help the next. But I got, being real, I got incarcerated. And he had money inside the prison. He sent it out to help other folks instead of helping his child where my son was raising his little sister. He's a dog ass nigga. And I just said it and I meant
I
that.
know that's right.
But you know
I know
what?
that's
I ain't mad. Just stay on away from
Yeah.
me.
I don't regret
exactly.
it because I don't regret mine because life lessons
Your mama
are
hear you
learned through
cursing, Lynn?
living.
Well, she know it is what it is. She know
You know
the
what I'm
truth.
saying?
She gonna get a whoop
I
on the
am
show.
the truth.
You hear me?
She should have named me that.
The truth.
The truth. My name should have been True.
I said
I know that's
don't
right.
I don't regret mine because life lessons are learned through living, and I learned a lot. Like, and still to this day again, hey, we are like the best of friends.
Oh,
I can
good.
call him right now and say he's gonna be there.
Well, look at that
Well,
camera and
that's
tell him
good.
to donate to Prison Chronicles because we need
Yeah,
his help.
we need-
all the
donate,
stuff he
donate
can
to us.
donate
And don't
you,
be dogging no other women.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me
Stay
tell you
down
something.
for
We
you.
are like the best of friends. I can call. He told me come on this show and tell your story because I got
Now, that's
his
what's
permission
real.
first.
I know,
He said
yeah.
you can write a whole book because you did a lot for me.
Yeah.
But I don't regret not one day Because like again, right
Well,
now
he was good to you before he
he
left.
is-
That was a
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
scenario. That man was good to you before he left.
He was.
Mine wasn't good to me before he left, but they got so much to tell you while they in
Yeah,
there. And
yeah.
you know the women that they cheat with, I told my ex-husband, I said, why don't you get each one of them to give you $5 a piece and help me out, take the slack up. I didn't even care. They could have hit the highway. Save me some gas and time.
Do you agree with anything, Khalil?
I do not, because like Shamika said, like she said, life is a lesson. You are things are put before you to either you can be defeated, you can have the victory, you can uphold all of this. And I honestly feel like I went through this I feel like this about my whole life. So therefore, I'm charmed, I'm blessed, I am the light. I will always be the light. People cling to me, men cling to me, kids cling to me. I'm who I am. I can't help who I am. So, you know,
I
that's
get all
just
that, but-
that's how I feel about that.
But I do regret it because it took up a lot of time. It took up a lot of time. I could have
Yes.
been doing something
Yes,
else. And
yes.
if you wasn't real, you should have stayed on over there in the little boy lane. Because I could have been going on with a good man and married and having a
Married
good
and
life.
having- yep.
But I chose that at the time because I didn't know no better. Now it might take you
know
years
better,
to
you
get
do
to.
better. You
That's
know
right.
better, you do
Took
better.
me years, and now I know better. Not to say that everything is perfect in my life with relationships or whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm not taking those shorts like I used to take. You know, you grow, you grow. But it did waste a lot of the time and stuff. Years running, I wasted
Yes,
time. You
yes.
know.
I
So
did
yes,
too.
I regret that.
I did too.
You see, I one question.
I won't do it again.
brought them
No.
feelings
I
out.
mean, no, and I just did it. You answer so many questions that come back and forth. But check this out. We'll be right back after a short commercial break. Facebook.
Cookbook Publications would like to extend an invitation for you to promote your business during Prison Chronicles. Your commercial can be up to 30 seconds. For more information, please email us at prisonchroniclestv@gmail.com.
Thank you for bearing with us as we took a break. But check this out. If you know any males or females that have been to prison and they are recently released, it ain't got to be recently released, and they need a job, make sure you hit us up at 501-551-8489.
I know that's
Or
right.
dcookbookings@gmail.com or denaroshatur@gmail.com. If they need any type of employment, we're going to find a place for them because we got a lot of people behind us right now, and if they're looking for work.
All right.
I mean, they looking for workers.
Yep.
But hit us up if you know anybody that need a nice paying job, and if
Okay.
they got, I'm gonna say the proper transportation to get to work. But we're gonna conclude this shortly. But I want to hit this up right quick before we ride out here. Is there any one of y'all that end up? I see you got tattoos on you. Is there anything that y'all end up doing, going out outrageous like tattoo wise to show your love for your guy, whatever?
These my kids. I
them
would
the
never
kids.
brand a man on that.
Hold up, what's going on? What you got going?
So I have his name right here. I have his name right here. I have his initial
Good
right
Lord,
here.
girl. And you ain't
I
with
was
them,
in
see?
love, but you know what?
Oh wait, put the camera. You still hitting that? Say, you.
He
that
got
nigga
her
hitting that.
brand.
Yeah.
Here,
For
here.
real.
Like for real,
You was
I
in
went
love.
crazy. Like I was in love. Don't say his name out loud.
I won't.
Yeah.
He showed up there.
Don't do that. De Niro.
But it's okay. A lot of people,
He should feel
a lot of people
privileged.
that's
Yeah.
watching this show know me, and they probably already know him. You know, and it's okay. And I told myself, I'm 41. I have no children. I've never been married, but I won't take it off until
You
I'm
get
ready.
Right.
Until
You meet Mr. Right.
I meet Mr. Right. And to be honest with you, I do have a boyfriend, someone I'm seeing,
Do you care for him?
and he knows, but he's not my husband.
Right.
He's a boyfriend. Until you
Right.
commit to me, you
Right.
can't tell me what to do to me.
to my
But this
body,
will
yeah.
always be somebody that I rode with him in his car, like y'all say, in prison terms. I did the whole bid with him.
But you want to take him off of you
So,
when
baby,
you get,
no. I mean, I probably won't.
when you get a
Because
husband.
them
you get a
tattoos
husband.
Girl, that's
represent.
got to
She
go.
didn't get them tattoos while she was mad. They represent good times. So
No,
to
but
get it
when she
removed,
get a husband, they gonna have to go. That's
Yeah, 'cause
respect.
if it wasn't for what she went through with the dude, she wouldn't know the husband.
Look at me, I ain't even with my husband, and he wanted me to get him tatted on me. I never tatted no man on me, because I don't know what my future lies. If you got a Rocky, any,
This ain't
don't
never
do
stopped
it.
me from,
What was the Rocky?
She's so crazy.
This ain't never stopped
I
me.
just feel like Brandon no man. I got my kids on.
I ain't never not got no man, baby, because of no name.
Well,
Because
check
they gonna
this out,
still
y'all.
They
hit
gonna
it.
look at
They
it
gonna
probably
still
like
hit
it
it.
even more.
He said what?
They'll still hit it, even though I got somebody else's name
They
on
don't
it.
care.
If I
They
give
don't
it to
care.
them, you know?
I'm just saying,
Say, man, I hope your dude was
this
this shit. Hey, anyway, JD, check this out. We finna conclude this segment, but I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity to look in this camera and tell any women that finna ride with a guy. And check this out. We didn't even get halfway through the questions.
We're
So
coming
if
back.
you know any woman, if any of y'all on here
It's a produce.
that we may have to do more than one segment with this. We definitely gonna do another segment. But if you a woman and you done roll with your husband, boyfriend, whatever, and you finna have to,
Yep.
hit us up at 501-551-8489 if you want to be on the show, and we'll formulate you a plot. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get you a spot up here. But I saw something up there. Don't go if you're weak-minded, because they gonna get you. If they got strong-minded, then we don't. But check this out. I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity to look in this camera right here. Any woman that's finna ride with a guy, that has rolled with a guy, and women that's oblivious to it, look in that camera right there and tell them what they may need to know from your vantage point.
If it were me at that time, I would have wanted someone to reason with me, to think about what I've done or what I included in my life.
What's your main reason with you?
Because if I had have listened to parents or loved ones or whatever, I would not have done it. I've been my own person for the longest.
So
I've
what you
raised
doing
my
right
children.
now, if you would have had an opportunity for somebody to tell you what you telling somebody else, you wouldn't have done it.
Probably not. Probably not. And that's unless you got something going for yourself. That's you know who you are. I didn't know who I was, so I had to identify with that. So therefore, you know, I
Look at Soraya come in.
what it.
Soraya say,
Daughter
or you can
time.
call her and she'll show you how to drop his ass in 1.2 seconds. We're gonna have to.
My cousin is crazy, but anyway,
Soraya.
you would need to think about that process. What it's gonna, because if I hadn't known then what I know now, no. The God blessed me all the way through that, and I was able. My children were safe. And I had 3 girls living, you know, with this man or whatever. It could have went the other way, and I thank God it did not. That God blessed me with somebody that He sent me, and I know that He sent him to me. So, but you know, I didn't know at what cost. So,
I'm not saying all men are bad. There are some good men that are incarcerated. Okay? Don't judge me on my experience. I just said about my experience, okay? And I know if you're looking at it, ex-husband, I feel so sorry for you because that woman ain't me, okay? And I know you feel it this ride. But I had to throw that one in there.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day,
that's what I'm talking about.
ladies,
That's what I'm
if you
talking
are
about.
going to see a man, I'm not going to discourage you for not being down with that man. There's some good men in there, but make sure he was good for you before he went.
before he went.
You know, before you go riding that highway, make sure he was worth the ride before you went. That's my message to you all, you know, because I didn't get that, okay? And it make women not want to go back. Make it hard for a good man that's in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I say this. First, you have to pray for yourself and you have to pray for him and let God lead you to what you need to do. That's number 1. Number 2, if you spent his money while he was out and he took care of you like mine did, do what you need to do for him.
That's real.
Because one thing about it is, trust me, in the end, when he comes back, he's going to do what he needs to do for you. You guys probably may not be meant to be in a relationship. I had to learn that too. We were better off friends. That time apart made us grow to know, hey, we can be friends through this. I messed up, you messed up. Just because you went to prison doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, he's a bad person. Don't listen to your friends, your mammy, nobody. Because people try to discourage you to stay away from him. Do what you think is best for you. And don't give up on him, because he didn't give up on you. When you needed that $40, I'm just playing. But when you needed that money, hey, you reach out to him. Yeah. But if it's too much, don't go broke trying to take care of men in prison. You know what I'm saying? If you're financially stable, mentally stable, do it. Ride the ride with him. It'll be worth
He
it.
looked out for her before he left, so
Yeah,
he
so
was
that's the
supposed to
reason.
do that.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
And a look out for me now.
That's what's up.
Trust.
Good man.
No
I
strings.
salute you.
Well, this concludes another wonderful segment of Prison Chronicles. And remember, if you're a woman out here, I definitely got to find the guys. If it's any of us out here that didn't roll
Very
with a woman,
few.
I mean, it's for real.
It's
If they didn't
very
roll
few
with a
men.
woman while she
Yeah.
was incarcerated,
Maybe
man,
with the
definitely hit
next
us up at
woman.
501-551-8489. You know what I'm saying? So we can get your take on it. But remember, if there are any women out here, because we definitely going to have to do maybe a couple more segments on this here, because I think this was a hot topic. But any women that have ridden with guys, that are finna ride with guys, whether they husband, boyfriend, or friends, whatever, and you would like to be on the show, hit us up at 501-551-8489. And remember, if you got anybody that's seeking employment, hit us up at 501-551-8489 or hit us up at dcookbookings@gmail.com, because I'm going to need your email anyway. But this will conclude another segment of Prison Chronicles. Make sure you go to YouTube under De Niro Cook or Prison Chronicles TV, and make sure you press that subscribe button and that like button, and make sure you share it, because there's no us without you. We need your voice out. And if you want to sow a seed to Prison Chronicles, we take cash out, $ De Niro Cook, and make sure you put that is going to Prison Chronicles. And y'all have a wonderful day.
And come get you something to eat.
Oh, yes, yeah. What's up?
How many shots is in here?
3320 Mapleville Pike at Boss Riders. We got oxtails, baked chicken, rib tips, macaroni and cheese, chicken and dressing, yams, greens, cornbread, a roll, and dessert is banana pudding.
And it's
Come on,
bursting
it's your
with flavor.
girl.
And it's bursting with flavor. So every time we do a segment of Prison Chronicles, best believe you can bring your home family, because we got the live studio audience. You bring your family, friends, and loved ones, be part of the audience. And they're going to eat before they leave, too. So you ain't got to cook or nothing, man.
Back
So
plates.
love y'all.
Thank you, De Niro.
What's up?
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.